Hello everyone, welcome back to the training logs. This one is pretty late as this was 2/8. This was the first workout after attempting the squat challenge that I put up, but I'm recording this narration about 3 weeks later, so definitely late and I apologize about that. Started off with some deadlifts, Glenn working with 335, trying to do a set of 10. But I didn't put his video on the squat challenge out there, but he did attempt it. He got 15 reps in and had about 6 minutes left when he just decided it was too much. However, after resting several minutes, he did come back and do a couple more sets of 3 just to finish up 25 reps. And tonight is my 5-through-1 night. I am feeling really sore still. So this is 4 days after that squat challenge, and my hamstrings, especially my upper hamstrings and my glutes, are just completely racked. That was my 5 set on the 5-through-1 370. So Glenn wanted to go ahead and just do the weights that I'm doing, just different rep scheme. So he's doing 3 with 370 pounds, which is what I just did my 5 with. And you can see, he's having no problem with this. It is very cold though. You can see both of us kind of playing with our hands a little bit. I want to say that it was around 18 degrees Fahrenheit. I might be a little bit off there, but it was either 18 or low 20s. Very cold. So this is my 3 set, and you can see there my lockout is just really slow. And Glenn decided that he was going to use that same weight for his 1+ attempt, 420 pounds. First one looked really good, no problems there. And here's the second one, looked pretty good. So he decided to go for a third.
Did it, 3.
Third one wasn't as smooth as the second one, but it still went up pretty nice. And I was really worried about this weight right here, 470, and just how sore I was on my 1+. I didn't think I was going to do very good, and I didn't end up doing very good. I got this 3rd rep right here. Look how much trouble I'm having locking it out, and I was just done. Just absolutely destroyed. So Glenn decided he wanted to try that weight for a single. Got it up there pretty easy. That is PR for him since he's been back. And although I was feeling terrible, I decided to go ahead and attempt the single. And you can see there I lost it at the top. That's where I was sore, couldn't finish it. But I had no problem at the bottom of the lift. And Glenn just wanted to try the second single. Was not happening.
We got these new blocks. My brother made these for me with his awesome contraption. This is cut with the chainsaw, and it's about 4 inches. So we do block pulls with these.
Wow, that used to be a good pick.
Whoops. Way to leave it in the way, Glenn. So when you're making a YouTube video, always make sure you check your surroundings, because I totally dropped that on my clip, and that is destroyed. Destroyed. I fail at the YouTubes.
Oh, shoot.
Alright, so after breaking my clip, because I am a genius, we went ahead and did some block pulls. Now what we're trying to do here is start with the bar almost touching your shins, and you'll get to bend just a little bit, but getting into the exact position that you would be at that point in the deadlift. One of the things when you start doing rack pulls, especially when they're above your knees, is you get to bend under the bar really far, which you won't be able to do during the actual deadlift. So you can use a lot of weight, but a lot of people don't think they carry over very well, and I would agree with that. When you do it like this, you don't get to use any quad strength, so you're losing that momentum off the floor. And although you would think, because the range of motion is shorter, you could use more weight, you actually end up, well at least we do, using less weight on this.
Come on, last one.
And like I said, that's about 4 inches. That's a good height there. It's similar to doing a pause deadlift. It's the same type of thing, trying to work the deadlift without the speed. Now you can see, for me, I was doing it just slightly different than Glenn. I was worried about hitting those little 2x4s
I did
there.
that. I took
So
that. That was
I am trying really hard to make sure that I don't bend at all. It looks a lot like a stiff-legged deadlift, which is a very similar movement to this. Obviously, we're not trying to keep the legs locked, so it's a little bit different. And you get to set it at the bottom. So for me, when I try and do stiff-legged deadlifts, my hamstrings being too tight, I can't touch the floor. But it works the same type of movement. And since I was so sore, these I figured would help me get some blood into my hamstrings, help the recovery, and just really challenge me. You can see we're using straps on these. At this point, it was cold. We were both whining about our hands, and this is not an exercise that we really care about grip. We just wanted to get some reps in. So we did sets of 2. Or I'm sorry, 2 sets of 10. Wow. My brain is not working at all.
Was that fun?
What?
I said, was that fun?
No.
And that's pretty much a good description of this. So as you can see, obviously this is sped up. Just getting that last little bit in there. Last set. And I want to try snatch grip pulls, but didn't go well. So didn't put that in there. This is the overhead press. What we decided to do is do 8 sets of triples. To shorten this video, I am not going to put all 8 sets in there. Just really repetitive. But as you can see in this video, Glenn is using 165 pounds. I'm using 175 pounds. His overhead press is coming back really fast. I wouldn't be surprised if he passes me here in the next couple of weeks. But this is the 4th set, and you can see now it's getting harder. I've slowed down a little bit. I apologize for the glare on the light there. Yeah, at some point I'm going to have to work on the lighting. But I'm just really trying to focus on making sure that I'm getting my head through faster. I'm still not happy watching this video with how far my head is coming forward, but it's definitely at least coming forward, which you can see there. I'm getting a lot more of a straight bar path and more drive. This is the final set for this. Again, we kept the weight steady throughout. You can see now it is definitely becoming a very difficult lift. Look at Glenn here with this grinder. Finished it, lost his balance a little bit, went up on his toes, but good lockout. And same thing for me, just it is hard now. And I'm really not sure why my diet is affecting my pressing so much more than anything else, but this used to be pretty easy. And because that was not hard enough, we decided let's do a back off set with 105 pounds and just do 10 plus. So this is actually a really challenging thing to do after doing 8 sets of 3 with a pretty heavy weight as a percentage of the 1 rep max. So this was very interesting. Definitely
6.
did not get over 10 here for Glenn. And he was just pretty much spent there. You can see that. And I am doing touch and go for the first rep, and I was like, you know what, that's kind of cheating. It's going to make it too easy. So stopped that after the second rep, went back to the pause. Now, if you don't believe me, just go ahead and try and do the overhead press. Do it touch and go, and then do it like this, where you actually are breathing at the bottom. So you're pausing it at your collarbone, you're breathing in, and then you're pressing. It makes the lift a lot harder, but it also puts a lot more of the stress on the shoulders and the bottom of the movement, and that is really good for developing pressing strength, obviously. And just because we never do these, and this is something that I said we were going to be working on, I wanted to go ahead and leave some curls in here. I'm not sure what the weight is on these, so I left it off, but I want to say this is 85 pounds. I'm not exactly sure. And really pro camera job here. I cut off the top of our heads. Not like I'd be able to see that anyways. But the focus of the curls for us is on Mondays, which is the deadlift and overhead press day. Obviously, if you haven't figured that out yet, is to try and work on heavy curls. So we want to get something that we're doing for 5 reps to 1 rep. You know, just keep it heavy. And then the rest of the week, if we have time, we're going to do lighter curls. Just keep building the tendon up. As I said, you know, one of the things we're worried about is bicep tears. I already had a very, very minor tear in my right bicep. And because of that, you know, we're trying to do no cheating and do these as strict as possible, just really focusing on the bicep. You can see here, you know, we're both locking our legs. We're trying to make sure that we're not throwing our hips around, but the upper back's still moving a little bit. I don't know if you can completely get away with that at all, because the curling motion's going to obviously push you forward a little bit. You can see Glenn swaying a little bit. Let me know if you guys think that's excessive cheating. I thought that was pretty good. Of course, this last rep, that was definitely cheating for Glenn. And I can't just show Glenn cheating and not show me, right? So this is the last set, and you will see I definitely cheat at the end. But that is it for this workout. And go lift something heavy, guys. Even if you're sore, you know, you saw me attempt it. Don't be afraid to fail. And if you fail, don't be afraid to put it out there. Take it easy.